Welcome to episode 127 of Ring Takes. I'm Daniel. We're going to be getting into the build towards Saturday night's main event, as well taking a look at SmackDown and Raw. Some pretty exciting things happening there. And I have a little problem with NXT. So we'll be talking about that as well. Join us.
1, 2, oh my gosh, so close. He kicked out. He kicked out. He kicked.
All right, we are here, episode 127. I am Daniel, joined by Brian and Lewis as always. Welcome everybody who's watching, ladies and gentlemen. We're gearing up into Saturday night's main event, but let's get into some past actions happening this past week in wrestling. SmackDown action. I feel like it's a good way to talk about SmackDown. We don't always do that all the time, but I wanted to open up the show with Jade Cargill's heel turn on Tiffany Stratton. What did you guys make of this coming out the box here? I thought this was a big moment, a turning point in the SmackDown women's division. What did you guys think about it?
Is this a heel turn?
That's a good question.
Are you asking that question based upon who Jay turned heel against?
No. Well, yeah, basically, because it's like, I don't know. This whole Tiffany conundrum has just been, I don't know. I really don't know what she is at this point. You know, she's cocky, but then, you know, she takes shots at people. It's like, I don't know if she's a babyface or heel. And Jade kind of taking her out isn't really like, to me, it doesn't come off as a heel turn. It's just more so, I'm putting you on notice. I'm coming for this title. Mm-hmm, maybe she was playing this whole, we'll help each other out, but no, I'm coming for your title.
Yeah.
Well, I beg the question because they've had matches against each other already.
SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't, and even in those matches, it wasn't really 100% clear that Jade was the baby face or that Tiffany was the baby face. So it's like, I just took it as more as just when I finally watched it, it was just like Jade was.
You want to know why? You want to know what's a heel turn? Because the beat down that secured. It wasn't just a clothesline. Like she literally beat the hell out of her. And I think that's what stamped it.
Yeah, definitely. See, the intent definitely was for a heel turn, but like you said, Lewis, Tiffany's character has been so inconsistent over the past couple of months that you really can't tell what she is. I think I said months ago, unless she's feuding with Nia, she's a babyface by default. Mm-hmm. And like you said, it's not really a heel turn per se. It's kind of Jade in a sense being her natural self or the best version of herself. We all know how that was. Jade does her best work as a heel. I mean, we saw that in AEW, and even with the execution of the heel turn was a little off. But eventually, when she got into it, you could see that like, okay, this is the best. This really is the best version of Jade Cargill. So
yes,
going into the match, I really hope. I know we're going to talk about it, but I really hope that they pull the trigger in this sense. Not so much because Jade is a better heel, but just because the Tiffany title reign, I think it's just come to an end now. Because
if she's really going to go full heel, she needs to use a heel tactic to win. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think that will cement it.
We'll talk about it, but I think that's why she targeted the knee, and maybe that's how she maybe chop blocks her or something and wins that way. But ultimately, I think this is something that the SmackDown women's division desperately needed because we see the Raw's the women's division. They got Stephanie Vac here. They got the Judgment Day in there. Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Asuka, the Kabuki Warriors. There's a lot more motion happening on that side. They've been trying to do stuff on SmackDown with this Kiana James and Julia thing as they're taking people out and stuff like that and going up against people and losing and whatever the case may be. But I feel like this was the turning point for the SmackDown women's division. One, it signifies two things for me. One, Jade Cargill as a heel is something that they desperately needed because people didn't want to see Nia Jax. And there's really no other women on the SmackDown roster to do anything with. So while these players it's been Nia, Tiffany, and Jade the past 3, 4, 5 months in rotation, They needed to change it up a bit. I've been saying to change Tiffany Stratton to a heel. But looking at it at this point, looking at Jade Cargill turning heel, one, I think it fits her character, and I think it also sets up possibly the return of Bianca Belair at some point. I feel like we're getting that a lot closer than not. And I hope this is a signal for that. That's what I'm hoping for.
So if that is the case and they are going to go forward in that direction, do you think that then we shouldn't see Bianca again until maybe the Rumble? If Jade captures the championship, do you then say have Bianca Belair come back and win the Rumble and then finally have that showdown that everyone has been circling ever since Jade's signed with WWE?
Is that a match that you can have at the Rumble? Or is that something that you save for WrestleMania?
I would save it for WrestleMania.
Yeah, I definitely would save it for WrestleMania.
So because maybe Bianca Belair.
That's a big match.
Yeah, if
maybe Bianca Belair doesn't return at the Rumble. Maybe it's Elimination Chamber. Keep it out that far.
I feel like if Jade's gonna need, let's say she wins and is full blown heel, she's gonna need time to show off this side of her and really like it can't be a quick like, oh look, Rumble, Bianca's back and Bianca beats it. As much as, and I feel like if Bianca does come back, not that it's a given, but if anything. Yeah, save it for WrestleMania, and I would honestly have Jade win, but kind of build her own faction. You never know.
Because I'm looking at the SmackDown's roster, and the only baby faces I see right now is Michin.
Yep. B-Fab.
Tiffany Stratton, I guess, by default.
By default, yeah.
Zelina Vega, I don't know if she's going to be wrestling anytime soon with this pairing.
And technically, she's a heel now because she's with Alestier, and that whole gimmick is very heelish.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green?
She's been surprisingly
absent.
No, she's been popping up, but she's been like not heelish.
She's been trying to team up with Kiana James and Julia, so they are keeping that.
She's been playing this like denial character where she's like the same character, but she's just like, oh, there's a chance she might join us or whatever. It's like, are you guys?
I don't know why they're doing that.
I'm thinking, are you guys really trying to make her babyface? Because that's not her character at all. But
I told WWE a long time ago, the way that you build this lady is have her have a memorable United States title run. Then you build up somebody like Michin or B-Fab, even if you wanted to do that and probably an underdog role, or Zelina Vega, like they should have done, and you have them chase her for it, and she keeps winning. The fans love her. You have her drop the title before the Rumble, and then you have her win the Rumble.
Yeah,
that's
how
you do it.
Julia winning that U.S. title is not.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
I'm sorry. I said it from the beginning. I'm like, I don't know. For me, there's something about Julia that is just not clicking for me.
It's like Daniel said in regards to that. Like her strength is her in-ring ability, and she hasn't been able to show that strength on SmackDown. Now in NXT, she was able to show it on a couple occasions with the match with Stephanie Valkyria, the match with Roxanne. She was able to show that. That's the reason why she got over so well in NXT. But now a lot of people don't watch NXT that watch SmackDown, and she hasn't really been able to have like that match on SmackDown where people are looking at her and saying, okay, now I can see why at one point in time, there was her, Roxanne, and Stephanie Valkyria all on the same level. Now you look at all three of them. Like Julia's down here, and Roxanne maybe in the middle, and Stephanie is just
But I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and say I watched a lot of NXT when Julia was there, but obviously Stephanie Valkyria caught my eye, and then I was like, oh, Julia, it's
weird because both of them were there. I think Julia was there for a year. Stephanie Valkyria was there for like. Yeah, because I remember when they made. I remember when they made like a big deal about signing Julia. And I remember at the time saying, "Oh, this is a game changer." Because I remember seeing highlights of her working Stardom and thinking that like, okay, she's gonna be like another. It's gonna be like another Io Sky. And she's gonna get over well.
But she took forever to debut. That was the thing. They signed her.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like a year later that she finally debuted. And I forget who she actually beat for the title. It was
I think it was Roxanne.
It was Roxanne.
Yeah.
But the issue was that they didn't. When they got, first of all, I thought they got called up to the main roster too soon.
Yeah.
That was my first thing. Stephanie Valkyria has taken off in the right trajectory easily, right? She's the champion.
Easily.
Yeah.
Julia, they were like, okay, now you're on SmackDown. And I didn't even understand, because first of all, what I thought she was going to stay on Raw and team up with
Was Roxanne? I think they
yeah, because they were beaten down
in the beginning.
Yeah. So I thought they were going to team up and be a team, and then that didn't happen. They put her on SmackDown, and then it's like, okay, here she is. There's no introduction to her. There's nothing there. It's just flat. And I'm like, they didn't have anything for her going to SmackDown. But I digress. Just looking at the roster, it's like Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. Maybe they can do something with that. Maybe they challenge for the title and they do a triple threat or something like that. And you continue to play on this frenemies type thing between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. Maybe you heat that up a little bit or whatever the case may be. But that happens all the time. They've done it in the past. But then it's like it's just a glaring hole that's like, okay, we need Bianca Belair back. And I feel like they're kind of holding up the whole women's division for that. And that's a detriment. I don't think that's a good, at least for the SmackDown side. I don't think that's a good thing. But we'll see what we talk. We'll get into their Saturday night's main event encounter. So we'll get into that in a minute. Let's keep moving on here to who attacked Jacob Fatu. That is the big question going on SmackDown. And they're kind of playing this whodunit storyline involving Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, and now Jimmy Fatu, who got into a match with Drew McIntyre. But what do you guys think about this whole angle and all these varying parts of Jimmy getting involved now? Drew fighting Cody Rhodes this Saturday as well. So what do you guys just make of this whole storyline?
I mean, it was Cody.
The whole who done the storyline is always very interesting. Yeah, but whoever is revealed, man, it just better be somebody that's worthwhile. Like you just said, Lewis. I mean, to reveal it to finally be Cody, I think that's kind of like where everybody is going. I think I mentioned last week that when they had their when Cody and Jacob had their little backstage segment before the match with Jacob and Drew, Randy Orton was in the background. So some people may be speculating that could have been Randy that did it.
Please be Randy Orton.
Yeah,
please be Randy Orton.
Yeah, but either be Randy Orton or Cody Rhodes. Just don't be safe and say, oh, it was Drew. Because come on, come on. It needs to be something exciting. Definitely Cody or Randy could benefit from it more than Drew McIntyre at this point. So, it's going to be interesting. Like I said, it's very easy to ruin a whodunit storyline, but with the reveal. So the reveal has to hit. So let's say,
yeah. I mean, I'm one of those people that maybe is like, not saying I'm waiting for a Cody turn, but I would like to see a Cody turn. I don't see it happening anytime soon, but I think it would also make for a great story. But again, he is also like the top baby face right now. Even though there are a couple other baby faces right now, but he's still one of the really, really big ones.
He's still the guy. He's still the guy.
Right now. But I think, like I heard in a couple of the podcasts, like there's a lot of people hovering the world title scene right now, and it's like, anybody can hop into that spot right now, and it's like, who can be the next big baby face? Could it be LA Knight? Could it be Jay? I mean, obviously we've seen Jay, but Jay's in a weird, in his own, like which way he's actually going or where his character's going to be. But it's like we got a lot of people that you could put into a position that could elevate them. Randy would be nice, but I've been waiting for them to just do something and pull a trigger on Randy, but I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, they've had a lot of stuff with Cody where people are looking at the title.
Yeah.
Like the past month or two, they've Jey Uso, Drew, Randy, anybody that he comes in contact with, they look at that title. So it's like, what are they playing with that angle? They've done it. It's not an accident, right? Why they're doing this stuff. So it's like something's got to happen in regard to that. But as for who attacked Jacob Fatu, I hope it's Randy. because one, that would make whatever potential matchup with him and Cody add a little bit more mustard to it. Like it's like Randy had to go to a dark place to realize that he can get back to that level or something like that. But as for Drew McIntyre, him putting in this role, and he's got another shot. We're going to talk about him in a little bit, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens here because they wanted to pull the trigger. Some people behind the scenes wanted to pull the trigger on the change. They didn't do that change. Drew's back up to the plate again. So we'll see what happens with that. But it's going to be interesting to see how that development continues to play out. And then Drew McIntyre defeated Jimmy Uso at the end. He accused Jimmy Uso of attacking Jacob, and obviously he came out to defend himself, set up a match, and then Drew ended up winning. So Drew got a win. That's something that we haven't said for a little bit. So glad that happened. Let's keep moving on to a bit of business here. We have Dragunov retaining his U.S. title against Aleister Black in a highly entertaining match between these two, never faced off before. Ilya Dragunov in the second week back, taking on Aleister Black in a big-time matchup here. They had some time to actually go in this one. What did you guys make of this matchup?
I love the fact that they're continuing the U.S. Open Challenge with Dragunov there. It's brilliant thinking. They literally use the Open Challenge to remind people of who the hell Ilya Dragunov is as far as the in-ring technician goes. Because like I said, the man put on bangers in NXT. The match he had with Sami Zayn last week was probably one of the best TV matches of the year. And he has a great gimmick. His physique looks tremendous now compared to how he used to look, and it's great that they're going to use the U.S. title in the Open Challenge to, like I said, remind everybody that of how great he is. And Aleister Black was a perfect first opponent for him. The back and forth between them. He kind of knew that Priest was going to get involved, but it still was a great back and forth match. And that Open Challenge is probably going to be the beginning of a lot of other great matches moving forward on SmackDown. I mean, the fact that I know we've seen reports that SmackDown's kind of shake things up, so to say, with the creative team and everything. So the fact that they're using that the Open Challenge is going to be a key part of SmackDown now. That's going to be great. So, and they got a lot of guys over there that can hang with Ilya Dragunov, or at least put forth a great effort against him. I'm thinking about the Carmelo Hayes of the world and guys like that. Those are going to be some great bangers. So I'm very, very impressed by Dragunov so far.
Yeah, no, I'm a huge Dragunov fan. That man is intensity personified, and even just his finishers, I think, are very simple, but they look so powerful and literally like he's knocking people out. And yeah, like Brian said, I'm glad that they're still going to be doing the U.S. Open Challenge because we've seen plenty of times where they'll start the Open Challenge, somebody else wins the title, and then it just kind of falls to the wayside. And honestly, this is what is needed to elevate the mid card and just elevate everybody who's not being utilized right now. I'm sorry to say, but I'm still shocked that Damian Priest has been stuck in this feud with Aleister Black for so damn long, too long.
Hey, they're both gothy, so they have to face each other.
And it's also spooky season, so you need them.
Yeah, exactly.
But hey, hopefully this leads to either I don't know, fatal 4-way for the U.S. title or something like that, whatever. But it's just crazy. Just the Damian situation is crazy to think that this man was a world champ and now he's just kind of become a little bit of an afterthought, or just isn't even around any titles right now. Which
I think that's the issue with whatever story they're trying to tell with Cody, right? We've seen this with the bloodline. If you're not in that direct storyline, you're not going to get a shot.
I feel like right now the title, like we've discussed, there's a lot of. Well, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people involved.
Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest, even on a SmackDown.
I mean, when they were on Raw, that match would seem like it happened. It happened a lot when Judgment Day was feud.
Yep.
Cody, you got that match a lot. But since it's been on SmackDown, none at all. Damian hasn't sniffed the main event since moving over to SmackDown.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, breaking up the Terror Twins was probably not the best move for him.
Rhea Ripley's I mean, it's just the way they're booking him, though.
Horrible.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. They're trying to give Alestier a credible opponent, but it's just like, for him, it's not doing him any favors. It's
Mm-hmm.
You're winning here, you're losing here, you're winning here, you're losing here. It's like, okay, well, it's crazy to think you got somebody like LA Knight who has been, he will win, but then he'll lose, and same thing. But at least it's still in the title picture.
Yeah. He's at least getting the last match of the
Cody
night.
Thing you just got. Well, obviously Jacob Fatu's out, but it's just Cody, Drew, Randy. Yeah, that's it. It's like, why aren't other people hovering? Do the same thing you're doing on Raw, just do it on SmackDown. Mm-hmm. There should be multiple people going after the title. You have, of course, everybody should be wanting to go after the title. So
mm-hmm. I really miss Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Son of a computer systems technician. Yep.
Yes.
we all miss him. As for Ilya Dragunov and Aleister Black, 2 World Elite performers, we actually got that dream match on SmackDown, so at least we got that. The open challenge, this is something that I wish they continue, especially with the mid-card talent, because this is something that we've been talking about. The mid-card title on SmackDown just suffering, not really doing anything, lackluster title defenses, not really much of a story. We saw that with LA Knight. We saw that with Jacob Fatu. We saw that with Solo. It's just kind of been the run of the mill. And once we got Sami Zayn as the champion, he had that open challenge for 6 weeks, banger after banger after banger to do that. And now to continue with Ilya Dragunov, I feel like, one, as Brian said, as you guys said, it's a good way to reintroduce people to Dragunov, but also open up that door for matches like Trick Williams. I've been wanting Montez Ford to get a singles title shot at some point. Something there has to be something that they're doing with this title. And I feel like this is a way week to week that you can get guys in there that aren't utilized and maybe see how the crowd reacts to them, give them a chance in these matches to show what they can do, because it's a lot of underutilized guys in this division, and it would be nice to see them actually get some type of time and shine on TV. So great match. Hopefully they continue. Well, obviously I think this is going to be a continuation thing. So continue to bang this out, continue to do that. And Ilya Dragunov looks great. Glad he's the champion. I was worried about when I saw when he was returning, because one, I didn't initially think he was going to win. And then I was like, I don't want him to get lost in the sauce. And it doesn't look like that's happening. So kudos for WWE for that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Let's keep moving on here to the Raw side of things. We had some stuff with CM Punk and Jey Uso getting that whole stare down. They set up the triple threat match between Penta, Rusev, and Dominik Mysterio for the Intercontinental title, which we'll get into in a moment.
Who didn't see that coming?
Hey, at least they're putting them on TV, and we're actually getting a moment with Rusev.
I mean, I understand. I understand. You got weeks and weeks of television leading up to an event. You have to tell the story. I get it, but it was pretty obvious from the moment that they started this that it was going to end up being a triple threat anyway. So, you could be a little bit more, I guess, a little bit more mysterious with your storytelling to eventually get to that point. It made it so obvious.
WWE's using that AI. It's kept it simple.
Hey, what's crazy? You couldn't have, I guess, more so finally revealed that El Grande Americano is Ludwig Kaiser than him coming out in a damn suit. Just like how Ludwig usually come out. And I was like, come on, you guys are ruining the mystery now. I
don't know. We talked about this, last week, a couple weeks ago. Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne. I don't want them in this role.
I don't like it.
I don't even want Ludwig Kaiser in this role. I would rather have Ludwig Kaiser.
Europeans portraying a Mexican luchador. I still don't understand.
A Mexican American luchador.
Mexican American luchador.
It's a new twist on it. I don't like this because, one, I thought Ludwig Kaiser as a cunning heel, as an asshole, who thinks he's a baby boy, a pretty boy, and all that stuff, was perfect.
Yeah.
like
the pompous, like European, like
like that was simple. Like let that go. He was having matches with Sheamus and stuff like that. Like let him do his own thing.
He was actually getting like a
Bate.
mean streak and everything at one point too.
Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate. Why aren't they a tag team at least?
They were.
New Catch Republic,
yeah.
Okay, so let me just throw this out there. If those guys won the tag team championships and then were put up against Braun and Bronson, would that not sell? Would that not get the Vision over? Like, would that not put those guys?
Again, the Vision isn't thinking about the damn tag titles.
Just I don't know. But the whole El Grande Americano, when it first started, I was skeptical. When Chad Gable made it his own thing, that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we have these other people playing these roles, helping Dominik Mysterio, and they never really explained that either. There's no explanation of if they're going to get a title shot or if we're going to get Dominik versus El Grande Americano or anything like that. Nothing has come out of that story development. So that's the only downfall of that. But I love everything Dominik's doing. But this whole, we knew it was going to go to a triple threat. Maybe the Americanos come out and help him again. We'll talk about it in a minute. But it's just like, I don't know.
You know what I would want, what I hope either happens or hope I want to see is Finn and JD kind of just take them out so they can't help him.
Yeah. Mm.
But again, I still don't. This whole Judgment Day story, it's another story that's just in limbo because of Liv, and it's another story that's just being dragged out. That's just little breadcrumbs here and there. You know, you had Finn plotting at one point, but then he's like, now he's just being Mr. Nice Guy or whatever. And then they're still kind of hinting at the whole Dom Roxanne thing, but now you're putting pictures of Liv up. It's just like this stuff it's not paying off, or it's just taking way too long. And it's like, I don't know if this is just the fall of long-term storytelling that's just not paying off, or even when you do something, it's just not even worth it at that point anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. We've been talking about the Judgment Day and what they're doing. My thing is this: why not continue that story even without Liv, and continue to put more heat on that angle? So when she does return, we're just not like, oh, it's Liv Morgan.
That's the thing, that they stopped doing it after like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
because then they just kind of focused on Dom, his IC run, you know.
And now we're getting Roxanne and Raquel fighting week to week, not even in the tag team mainly. And
but they kind of just dropped the whole story in general. They were just like just meeting up and talking. It's like they're not even highlighting that whole point. So it's like now they're
Dom's not helping him win. Like there's no type of interaction that makes sense, and it's just like okay. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything else that happened on Raw, but I wanted to talk about this from Raw. I wanted to talk about Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Lyra Valkyria, and Bayley putting on a show in that tag match. This is something that I've been talking about the past couple of months with this tag team division. When you put the belts on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, one, that's a good move. Two, why aren't they being used more? They got the match with Sol Ruca and Zarya on SmackDown, I believe, a couple of weeks ago, or was it last week, the week before?
It's like a month.
And that's like
ago,
yeah, and it's like, why aren't we continuing to have these women? First of all, why didn't they go down to NXT and do this touring thing that the original champions, what Bayley and Sasha Banks did when they were touring and just going to promotion to promotion? Hey, we got the titles. Hey, you want to face us? Okay, we'll face you. Like, do something like these are good women that can wrestle, very popular with the crowd, can help other women get over. And we saw it in this matchup with Lyra, Bayley, Charlotte, Alexa, all good workers, all women who can go. and we got a great tag match. Why aren't we doing this consistently with the women? It did main event.
Yeah,
but it's like, why aren't we?
Very surprising that it was the main event. I'm not gonna lie.
No, nice change of pace. I thought they were gonna have Braun Breaker and LA Knight main event the show. Yeah,
It's like, stop having like this can work. That's my thing. This could work. Continue to build the division.
And I mean, to criticize a bit, but this is also where Triple H gets the flack of like, you need to utilize the women more. I know his whole thing is like, no, the people that are putting in the work are the ones getting the spots. Like, everyone's doing the work, but it's just like, yes, the women still have their own stories. Yes, they're having their own matches, but it's like, when's the last time we saw any woman was the Becky Lynch, Renee Dupree. I said Renee Dupree.
The French tickler.
I haven't heard in years.
Yeah. Maxine Dupree, was that a main event spot or was that just a spot on Raw?
That was just a spot on Raw.
Yes.
I think she had a backstage segment where like there was Adam Pearce told her that she has a future IC title match.
Yeah.
But she didn't want to like take it next week because she wants to like actually get ready for it.
You think she's talking about Natty?
As a friend,
the only person who she was
yeah, it has to be Natty. Unless she really wants to surprise everyone and say it's AJ Lee, because everyone's been asking since WrestlePalooza, where the hell is AJ Lee?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. But again, my point was just like, you got to start like, I don't know. We just got to start. So we can't keep, just because you got these big stories, they can't be the main focal point every single week for months on end. You got to switch it up. You got to give us other stuff. Yes, you can still continue the story, but it doesn't have to main event every damn week. It just gets very tedious and it's just the same crap until we get to the next PLE.
Have Dom main event. Have Dom main event. Have the new tag team champions, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee main event. Change it up. It doesn't have to be division or the main event spot every single time. They can be earlier in the show to get everybody to tune in and then have something else at the end. People are going to continue to watch if the matches are good. Plain and simple.
Regardless.
Kudos to all four of these women. The double natural selection at the end was nice from Charlotte.
Yeah.
I'm loving the fact that the Kabuki Warriors came out afterwards. Maybe we get a triple threat tag team match between all these women.
That'd be nice. Or ladder match.
Oh, God. I don't think they have the TLC pay-per-view anymore, so I don't know.
Exactly. You could just do
thank God. Do it on a random episode.
Random TLC match would be sick.
That would be dope.
That would be sick.
Just protect all the women's legs in that match. That's all I'm going to say. Just protect every woman's leg in that match.
Or bring back and just give us a tag team Hell in a Cell match like the New Day and the Usos had. I feel like literally the only ever tag team Hell in a Cell match, and that thing was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Or even a cage match. I'm fine with that. Something, change it up. But we'll see what happens with that. But let's get into Saturday night's main event. Saturday night's main event, number 41. It's taking place this Saturday, November 1st. Lots of matches, all title matches on the card in this one. Should be very entertaining. Is this the best card that Saturday night's main event had since its revival? And revival,
hands down.
Yeah.
And looking at this card, the fact that they have all title matches, I'm like, okay, that's a great start. They have 3 of the main titles on this card. The Intercontinental title made it to this point. I'm like, this is a good start. Let's continue to do this. Again, Saturday night's main event, when it first came back, I said, this is a way that you can build up the mid-card. They haven't quite tapped into that as yet. But at least they have one mid-card title on there. But let's talk about, obviously, The WWE Women's Championship match between Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. Obviously, we talked a little bit about SmackDown, Jade's heel turn with the beatdown of Tiffany Stratton. Is this the time WWE pulls the trigger and puts the belt on Jade Cargill?
Yes, at least it needs to happen.
Yeah,
this, like I said,
I thought it should have happened at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
yeah.
Tiffany Stratton it's run its course with Tiffany Stratton,
but it's Tiffany time.
Man, fuck out of here with that fake ass Jade. I don't want to see that shit.
Has she had a watch?
Nah, absolutely not.
WWE.
But
if you wanted this to work, you should have made a Tiffany Stratton watch.
Maybe they should have gave her a Flavor Flav chain and be like, it's Tiffany time.
Who's the marketing team?
Yeah.
That's easily. Oh my god, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. And it doesn't have to be a Rolex. It doesn't have to be a Timex. It can just be a little watch for the kids.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm very interested to see like what they're gonna do on SmackDown this coming Friday, right before it. I mean, I would like to think that you don't just turn Jade heel just for her to go into a women's title match to lose. I mean, realistically, if she was already going to have this match, then you wouldn't have had to do the heel turn last week if you knew ahead of time that Tiffany was going to be, holding on to the title. I mean, I think the quote unquote heel turn was done for a reason to kind of like show that like, okay, we might be moving in a different direction now. If Tiffany just wins clean now, then what was the point of turning Jade heel?
If I'm Jade Cargill and I lose that match and they tell me I'm losing, I'm walking out. There's no, unless she's going to get disqualified and beat down Tiffany Stratton, and that's just adding to her heel title. Like, I'm going to get you at some point. Okay, I didn't see that. But if she loses cleanly and then that's it, I don't know. That's not what we want on this program. No, not at all. Not at all. Jade Cargill needs to win this title at Saturday night's main event. That's what needs to happen.
The Tiffany experiment has run its course, man. We don't need to see any more. No more Tiffany time. No more Tiffany Stratton. Yeah, no more prettiest moonsault ever. Like, we don't need to see any more of this. This nonsense.
She got to keep the moonsault.
No. I mean, she'll keep. Yeah, I mean that. But I'm just. We just have had enough of Tiffany Stratton. At least now, if she loses the title, let's get the Tiffany Stratton we got in NXT, like, or at least a Tiffany Stratton that has a specific character direction.
The Tiffany Stratton that was going after Becky Lynch when Becky Lynch went down on NXT. Yeah. That's what we need. We need her to come out. That what needs to come out in some form or fashion, and I hope they figure out a way to do it. But I think Jade Cargill finally becomes champion. This is something that people in WWE fans, people that since her arrival have said that they wanted. So hopefully we get that this coming Saturday. Let's keep moving on to that triple threat match between Dominik, Mysterio, Penta, and Rusev. Rusev getting TV time, continuing to get TV time. What do you guys make of this matchup? Is just going to be a smudge finish with Dom retaining again?
Of course it is.
At the expense of Penta and Rusev. Of course
it is.
Yeah, the Americanos are coming to the rescue.
I wonder. Again, I'm loving what Rusev is doing since he's come back. I hope that he gets some type of shine at some point.
Yeah.
Penta, again, everyone's just saying put him with his brother Ray Phoenix, and it's just sad to see him not actually capture the Intercontinental title. I thought that would have been a nice thing to put a feather in his cap until he actually go teams with his brother, because he's been one of the more entertaining people on Raw since he's been called up there, since he's been signed, I should say. And it's just like, it's all this stop and go stuff. He's in these matches, he's not in these matches. His partner, he was fighting Ludwig Kaiser for a moment, and now they put him in this Americano gimmick. It's like, is this the best use of these guys? I don't know. But When is the hell is Chad Gable coming back on top of this?
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, I never thought I'd see the day that we would be sitting here on this podcast wishing Chad Gable would come back after everything that he's been through. But at the same time, you know, before he left, man, he was on the best run of his career, man. He literally had two gimmicks that were getting over.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I miss Chad Gable, man. That, you know, Grande Americano gimmick when he was portraying it, at least as corny as it was, at least they had some type of story background behind it with him, you know, training with the Dark Luchadors or whatever the hell he was for that time period to kind of learn how to go against luchadors in WWE. So yeah, we really miss Chad Gable at this point. But as far as Dominik goes going into this match, you know, he's still hot, you know. So, you know, it is going to be interesting to see how they get out of it, because I honestly don't think Dom is losing the title, at least not in this situation.
I was just looking up Chad Gable. I'm trying to find out when he's returning or what the timeline, and I can't find anything because WWE hides that stuff. It's just like, it's just sad because he was on the good run. He was doing that whole AAA thing, wrestling 2 nights and wrestling 2 shows in 1 night and all that stuff. And it's just like, damn, we got taken away. But Dominik Mysterio still hot. Like, he's not missing a beat in his character right now. He's hitting on all cylinders with that. So I think that's the thing that's keeping this alive more than anything else with the Americanos and stuff like that. It's the actual Dom doing all the stuff on screen. All the callbacks to Eddie, his promo work, him being a cowardly heel, and it's working fantastically. This has been awesome from Dom, and I hope it's a great match on Saturday night's main event. Just want everybody in this match to do well. I like all the people involved, and we'll see what happens with those guys. Let's continue to move on to the main event scene. Cody Rhodes defending his title against Drew McIntyre. I asked this question about Jade Cargill. Is this the time WWE pulls the trigger, or is it another loss for Drew McIntyre on the main stage?
Okay. How many fucking times this year have we asked this question? Like, seriously,
4.
I'm being serious. Like, how many times have we asked this question of Drew going into a title match this year alone? Like, it's been a couple of times. Now, if we add in last year we're talking about maybe like 8 or 9 title matches now. That this man is going into. We're asking the question: Is it finally time? And then we keep predicting that finally they're going to pull the trigger, and they never do it.
Or they don't, or they do, and then he gets screwed.
Because realistically, the trigger should have been pulled at WrestlePalooza. That's when he should have been champion there. But come on, God, the WWE, Triple H, Bruce Pritchard, all you guys and creative from WWE Unreal, it's time, man. Yeah. Like you guys not realize the commodity that you have in Drew McIntyre, that you kind of been slowly been destroying month after month after month ever since he initially lost the title from CM Punk costing him the title at WrestleMania. Have you realized
this is the thing?
Has been like slowly.
This is the thing. This is the thing about Drew McIntyre. If there was ever a heel who was justified in every move he made,
in every aspect,
dude has literally been screwed for 2 or 3 years. There's always something. It's either somebody new or some new wrinkle. Like it's time. It's time, man. Like, come on. We don't need any more. As much as we love Cody Rhodes, man, it's time. It's time. And when he won the title back from John Cena, it's just like this current run that he's been on. Obviously, it's never going to compare to when he first won the title. I mean, that excitement and that general excitement of him winning the title in that first run is never. You're never gonna match that now at this point. So you can have Cody lose at this point, and it really won't mean much. Plus, you have another bunch of stories with Cody that you can mix him up in. Like you said, we mentioned Jacob Fatu. He could have been the one to attack Jacob Fatu. We talked about Randy Orton. I mean, they're basically putting that story on hold to eventually pull the trigger between those two. So it really is time for Drew McIntyre. And if he doesn't win at this point, I'm just like, then either either just I don't even know what you can do. Either move him to Monday Night Raw, put him down to NXT, do something. I don't know because it's like what
You
else
can't send him down to NXT.
What else
Hey, they did it with Finn Balor.
It's time.
Yeah.
Like we've been talking about this for like 2 years now with Drew McIntyre. So it's like,
well, maybe this will finally be the night.
Even if he carries it into the Rumble, like do something with this guy.
Yeah.
Who's been one of the better workers on your roster, who has been consistent. He's upped his game on the mic in socials, like he's promoting himself, he's talking shit. Like, why isn't this guy getting these moments? I don't know. It's okay for Cody to lose. Like Austin lost a lot of the times back in the day too. Like he didn't always win. Like it's okay. I understand WWE's trying to do these long title reigns to establish people and stuff like that, and it's like it's okay to do a 4 or 5 month reign, have a person lose a title, and then even if it's for a month or two to change it up to a different person, it's okay. Just future reference. It's okay. But hopefully this is the time Drew McIntyre finally gets it done, or I don't want to see him again. I'm tired of this. I know I said this last paper PLE, but if he loses now, I don't know where he goes from here. Maybe he becomes John Cena's last opponent, so John Cena can get a win on his way out. Maybe that's the thing you do. But I don't want to see him again if he loses again. I don't know what that does for your psyche. I don't.
It's constantly losing.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
But let's keep moving on here. We got CM Punk and Jey Uso for the vacant world title. Jey Uso winning a battle royal. What was it, last week? To set up this match for the vacant world title between him and CM Punk. What do you guys make of this? They try to make something happen on Raw here where they were going back and forth, and it was kind of like, all right, this is just kind of out of nowhere. But I guess they needed to do something to build this title match. What do you guys make of this matchup, and who do you guys have winning?
I hope they go in the direction of Jey Uso. I mean, they kind of did allude to it a lot. I mean, first of all, as an aside, I love the fact that CM Punk kind of stole Jey Uso's whole thing with the whole running back of the entrance. I thought that was hilarious. But the backstage segments that the two that Jimmy and Jay had kind of make you allude to the fact that hell, you're definitely going to get those two going one-on-one again. And like I've said before in the past, they kind of owe us for that debacle at WrestleMania 40.
Brian, let me stop you right there. They do not owe us anything.
Yes, they do.
That match was horrible. I mean,
what they need to owe us is Jimmy helping Jay win the title.
WrestleMania
that is
40,
what they need us to
WrestleMania
do.
40 was the perfect show both nights, and that one match. Well, WrestleMania 40 was a great show, but that one match kept it from being like a perfect for the entire weekend. So, and I think they have admitted in separate interviews that like the match wasn't good. Now we don't need to see a whole bunch of super kicks, but just do something. If you guys face off again, just do something.
When people show you who they are, believe them. I don't need to see that again. I don't want to see that again. I'm sorry. I don't. And maybe it's Jay. Maybe it's Jay versus Jimmy for the title, and we get a brother versus brother for the title, kind of like Owen Hart and Bret Hart, like in back in the day. But I don't know.
Well, you don't want to see Jimmy against Jay for the world title.
It's in the cards. You want him to win the title,
bro?
I know. I'm surprised you want Jay to win, Brian.
I look at it this way because, like I said before, CM Punk is better in the position when he's chasing the title.
Mm-hmm. He's another one. He's been chasing the title for a while now, and he
won the title. It was just for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, that still doesn't count as a win, but it's. Hey. If you can't even take the title home, did you really win it?
Yeah, but
I mean,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You think there's more story on the table if Jay holds the title or if CM Punk wins it?
But what is the story if Jay wins?
the story
If he wins the title, what is the point of this whole Romans in my ear, people in my ear?
The story is you can win the title, just not on my time. That is the story. You put Roman back in the picture like, yo, give me my title.
Yeah.
I'm the tribal chief. I'm the man.
But hey, he's not coming back till December anye.
No. He said he didn't want to see those guys until Christmas. That's different.
Yeah.
So I think that's the angle that they can play with Jey Uso, and then it's Jay, Jimmy, Roman in this triangle, kind of like, yo, family, hey, we gotta stick together versus no. With CM Punk winning, I mean, I just clearly see the vision probably helping Jay win or getting involved in some capacity, or just completely blowing up the whole match. And because they weren't in the battle royal, right? Like they weren't in that battle royal to determine who the number one contender was, and Braun and Bronson were not in that.
Yeah.
That's a way that they can introduce those two guys into the title picture. Maybe they both get title shots. Maybe we get a fatal four-way between all four of those guys for the title at some point. I don't know, but I'm just trying to think of like Jay winning would be shocking. How he wins is the thing, because they've been doing this whole he's Roman.
If he wins, he's not winning on his own.
Yeah, he's definitely not winning clean. He's definitely gonna cheat or do something. Do something very heelish. Because I think I saw on the Instagram page that we all follow, that it's Wrestling Lover page.
Yep.
He did an interview on the Raw podcast afterwards, talking about how like everybody thinks I'm just an entrance and that's all I'll ever be. So when I heard that, I'm just thinking, okay, we're slowly gonna get away from all that right now, which it's gonna be hard to do, because at the end of the day, the fans still do go crazy for him when he comes out for his entrance. I mean, we saw it. So to get away from that now is gonna be like difficult.
I said it. He needs to just wear dark black. He should do the John Cena, not the whole no music thing.
Yeah,
but he should come out and not do the yeet anymore, and just do the whole opposite thing. He should do something.
No yeet.
Yeah, no yeet, and no yeet. Because that's always going to be there if he turns back babyface. That's always going to be there. That's his thing. That's attached to him going forever. But I'm just interested to see where this goes. If Jey Uso wins, that opens up the door for him and Roman. Maybe that's how Roman gets the title, and we get a lot of stuff going on. But Saturday night's main event. This should be an interesting card taking place this weekend. I wanted to get into a couple things before we get out of here. My first thing, this is a rant of mine. I was watching NXT, and Lash Legend was challenging the Evolve champion. I forgot her name. No disrespect to her. Not Callie Armstrong.
Kendall Gray.
Good match, by the way. One, I don't know why Lash Legend is in this position of I don't want to enhancement talent. Is that what we're going to call it right now?
Yeah.
I don't understand what they're doing with her. She had that feud with Jada Parker. She lost that match, which didn't make sense to me, because I'm thinking that's a match that's positioning her putting her into a number one contender status, going after the title, something. Then they followed up with her losing to the Evolve champion. And it's like, what are they doing with Lash Legend? This is a woman who was powerful in the Royal Rumble. This is a woman who was in the metaphor with Jakara Jackson at the time, going up against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. I don't know what they're doing with her. I have no idea, and I can't explain it.
Well, Daniel, I'm gonna echo your sentiments, because WWE, you literally broke up a tag team and released a female talent because you felt that like Lash Legend had more upside and thought that she could handle herself on her own, because she has the character, she has the look, and you literally broke up a very promising tag team to kind of show that, like, okay, this girl, we believe in her. But ever since that breakup, things have been trending downward. I mean, you mentioned the feud with the Jada Parker. That's literally essentially been 50-50 booking. They've had 2 matches. Lash won one, Jada won the other one, and they haven't had the 3rd match yet. They've kind of gotten away from the entire feud entirely, because you haven't even seen Jada Parker on NXT since that match,
which doesn't make sense either.
It doesn't make sense at all. So I agree with you, because if the whole point of having Kendall Gray, the Evolved champion, on NXT to give her a win to kind of like build her up as the Evolved champion, Lash Legend definitely wasn't the person to do that with. I mean, there are plenty of other women on their roster who kind of have prestige, so to say, that you could have put in that spot to go against Kendall Gray, and Lash Legend definitely wasn't that woman. And I agree with you, Daniel. I don't understand. Like, did you not have a plan when you decided to let go of Jakara Jackson and break up that team? Like, there should have been a plan moving forward. Then, if you were going to do something with Lash, like another thing I was just thinking of. Didn't she have a little feud with Nia Jax? Wasn't that supposed to? Wasn't that supposed to
be on NXT, or was that the main roster?
That was on NXT. They had a match on NXT with Nia,
and Nia Jax beat her.
Which I don't even understand. If you're trying to build Lash up, why is Nia beating her? Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Don't you know that WWE never has a plan, Brian?
This is disgusting, though.
This is again, like you mentioned, this is somebody who went up to the main roster and challenged for the tag, and then the women's tag champs, and now you're even lower, facing people in Evolve. It's like, what is the angle with some of these people? Either you believe with them or you don't.
This is not paying your dues. She already paid her dues.
Yeah.
And then they turn around and they have her losing to the developmental people.
Yeah.
Like,
thank God wins-loss records don't mean anything in WWE.
It's like, who did she piss off?
Well, isn't she, or was she going out with Trick Williams?
I think they still are together.
From my knowledge, they're still together.
Yeah.
Both of them currently losing all the time.
Yeah.
Well, no, Trick's been winning, but
Trick was TNA champion for a little bit. I mean, whatever that means. I mean, as far as the partnership goes, it meant a lot. So, but like Lash, like, again, the Nia Jax feud, that should have been a boost for her.
This Jada Parker thing, I thought that was going to take a turn. No dice. And this is the thing I wanted to say. She should have been NXT champion. When you think about the lineage and natural progression of all these women here, Lash Legend would have made perfect sense as the woman being one prepared to be champion. That was the number one thing for me. And now it seems like she's so far away from it that I don't know what they're doing with her now. I don't know if she's getting called up.
She needs to appear again in the Women's Rumble.
That's another thing.
Is that what we're waiting for? That's in January.
Evolution, that battle royal with all the women in it. I think she was in the final 3 or the final 2. I don't remember, but she definitely was at the very end. So you thought that was going to be like launch her into the stratosphere, but no, we haven't seen anything.
Nope.
And again, you broke up a promising tag team, thinking that there was going to be plans for this woman, and you haven't done a damn thing with her.
Not a damn thing, and it doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, Daniel, we talked about it earlier. As far as NXT's whole entire women's division, it's like everything is fucking backwards. Like look who you have on top, and then look at all the other women you have below them who are leaps and bounds better than those 2 that you have on top right now.
Jason Jane and Tatum Paxley. I know they're NXT 2.0 standouts in stalwarts and holdovers from that whole era, but they aren't it. I'm sorry. I don't want to disrespect them in any way. They work hard. Again, I like Tatum Paxley's finisher, but it's just like
I don't understand. There should be Lola Vice. There should be Jada Parker. There should be Lash Legend. There should be Jordan Grace. There should be Blake Monroe. There should even be Sol Ruka if you want. This should be Kalani Jordan's area of expertise in the women's division on NXT, and it's not happening. But yeah, I don't know what they're doing with WWE. I think I'm going to tag them in this video because I don't know what they are doing with her. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope this is setting up for the big turn that she gets the shine that she desperately deserves. But it's looking grim right now, and I don't know what they're doing.
And then when that happens, they'll say, "Well, you guys weren't patient there." But get the fuck out of here! No,
that's all we are as patient.
Oh man! One more thing before we go, I wanted to talk about the WrestleMania 42 promo. And
why
is it coming on? This poster right here? The whole walking down the halls. The whole. Was this needed? This needed in October?
It's funny.
This was needed to show that you need to bet your entire life savings on a one-handed poker just to even get closely to even afford a ticket to WrestleMania, because them ticket prices are ridiculous.
Just went up 25,000.
Yep.
This again is a clear example of WWE playing with the fan base, but they play too much. Mm-hmm. Because literally you could have just aired this entire promo in its entirety without the teaser promos on a random episode of Raw or on NXT on Tuesday. Could have just aired the promo in its full, and it would have been what it was. But then you put these 5 teaser trailers out beforehand, getting people's hopes up. I had people speculating, you could have had it's going to be Andrade, it's going to be Chris Jericho, it might be Santos Escobar, you're going to get a return, you're going to get a debut. Yeah. People were generally excited when they saw all the teaser promotions, and then for it to fall for them to release this and for it to fall flat. I mean, bro, that's how you destroy fan morale with nonsense like that. Again, you could have just aired the entire commercial when it came out, and that would have been that. Because at the end of the day, WrestleMania 42 is going to sell out just based upon the fact of WrestleMania 43 being in Saudi Arabia, and not a lot of American fans are going to fly over to Saudi Arabia to see that WrestleMania. WrestleMania 42, people are going to spend all that money, however much though that 2-ticket combo is right now, because they know that after 42, more than likely you're not going to go to 43, and wherever 44 is going to be, we don't know that yet. Yeah. But nobody's going. No, not unless you're a diehard, and you have it like that. Not a lot of people are going over to Saudi Arabia to watch WrestleMania 43. So that alone, WrestleMania 42 is going to sell out. So you need to put this out there right now in late October.
My biggest issue was the whole promotion and the whole commercial and stuff like that, and playing your chips and stuff like that. One, it's a great I don't want to the commercial sense and the makeup of it makes sense.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
It's very good. It's just that all the bullshit behind it
makes sense. First of all, it makes sense if it was placed in February. It is October. So now for October, November, December, January. Wait. October, November, December, January, February, March, April. For 6 months, we know what the WrestleMania main events are. And I don't know if it's going to be a 2-day tournament or whatever the case may be. 4 men who are going to compete for the 1 title, and then you have the 2 fight on night 2. But this just doesn't make any sense to me. If this is the main event for night 1, first of all, I'm already thinking that Cody Rhodes is going to turn heel at WrestleMania. I already said that previously. Yeah. Now you put him in a promotional ad with 3 other guys who were mentored by who? Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Who's the one person in that photo who Paul Heyman hasn't mentored?
See, I didn't even think about that. I totally forgot. Yeah, Paul Heyman is in that photo too, and 3 of his guys. Who
has Cody Rhodes been calling Mr. Heyman?
Yeah, Mr. Heyman.
All this bullshit. So now with this whole promotional poster, we now have we already know what's probably going to happen here at WrestleMania 42. What is the point of this?
It's just a giant fatal 4-way.
Oh my God.
And again, now, if they had just aired this, no teasers, okay, fine. But I think the teasers behind it is what makes the whole thing fucked up, because, again, got everybody's hopes up for nothing.
Well, I think it's a great promotional thing. I think this would have been fine if we knew what the main event at WrestleMania 42 was going to be already.
Well, we don't find that out until the Rumble.
They told us. They literally just told us in October.
Swear to God, there better not be no fucking Brock and Roman 30 or whatever.
Again, there's many ways that they can go with this. As I said, it can be a 4-man tournament, have them fight on night 1, and then night 2 they face each other in the main event, and then we get a champion. But it's just like, and they haven't done that in a while. I think it's WrestleMania 6 when Macho Man did it, if I'm not mistaken. Whatever the case may be, but it's just like, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. Like, you show your hand this early.
Yeah.
All the sell tickets to an event that people are gonna
go to anyway
because of the circumstances.
Gonna go to anyway. I don't know. But WWE, those two things, some things, again, this, I don't know. I don't know if WWE is just playing 50-50 booking with the fans. Like, let's do something that they like, and then let's do something that they terribly hate. But I don't know. But that will be episode 127. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, people, always kick it on to WWE. Please figure out what you're doing, please. Thank you.